Hello everyone again. This is me, Mali Shivali, Rahana's Online Academy, Sardala Education Wala Assistant, and also Facilitator Level 1, Batch 2. So, we are conducting daily interviews with the AI tools and students. So, I today I very amazing and
Hey, how's it
special
going tonight?
guest
Meeting
with
and
Maya. Hello,
yep.
Maya. How are you?
It's special guest situation. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Just chilling in the digital realm. You know how it
Uh,
is.
Okay,
What's on your
my
mind
today's
tonight?
my in my mind the topic is patient as the key to self control. So can I start it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Patience is the key to self control. So, what about patience and self control strikes you as particularly interesting? What are you hoping to explore with this
Okay, my
topic?
first question is that what is the link between patient and self control?
Good question to start with. Basically, patience is a huge piece of self control.
Thank you.
Self control is about managing no problem. So, do you think it's easier to make good decisions when stressed or when you're
Please continue.
hello? You. Okay, gotcha. No worries. Just let me know when you're ready to pick things up again.
Please
Still there?
answer me.
Just checking
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I'm here. Please answer my question.
Oh, my apologies. I seem to get stuck in a loop there. Let's get back to it. You were asking about whether it's easier to make good decisions when rushed or calm.
Yes.
Well, generally speaking, calm and patient wins out. When you're rushed, your brain kind of goes into panic mode, right? It's harder to think clearly and consider all your options. Patience gives you the space to actually think things through.
How to does patient strength a person's ability to stay calm?
That's a really good question. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's actively building a tolerance for discomfort. The more you practice being patient, the more you realize that unpleasant feelings are, well, just feelings. They pass. It weakens their hold on you, makes it easier to stay grounded when things get stressful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm here. Why
Still with
is
me? Just letting you know I'm here when you're ready
how
to
does
continue.
patient why is patient considered a foundation of
Why is
self
what?
control?
Okay, so think about it like this. Self control isn't about suppressing everything you want to do. That's exhausting. And it usually fails. Patience allows you to accept that you're feeling an impulse, maybe to snap at someone or to give up on a task, without immediately acting on it. It gives you the breathing room to choose a different response. It's a buffer, basically. Does that resonate?
Yes. Okay, can self control exist without patient? Why or why not?
That's a good one to dig into. I'd say no, not really. You can maybe force yourself to do something against an impulse, but it'll be shaky and short lived, like a muscle spasm, not a controlled movement. True self control needs that underlying patience to be sustainable. Without patience, it's just white knuckling it. And that's not a long term solution. What are your thoughts?
Okay. So my another question is that how does patient help in delay gratification?
Excellent question. Delaying gratification is basically the textbook definition of self control, right? Patience is the engine that powers it. allows you to reframe what you want in the moment. Instead of focusing on the immediate reward, you can start envisioning the bigger, better reward down the line. It's about shifting your perspective and trusting that the wait will be worth it. Does that click?
Yes, you are right. All right.
Glad you think so.
How,
All right.
in
So
what ways does patient reduce impulsive decision?
it's okay. So impulsive decisions are usually heat of the moment things, right? When you're patient, you create space between the impulse and the action. That space allows for a little bit of logic to creep in. You start asking yourself, what are the potential consequences of this? Is this really what I want? Will I regret this later? Hmm. That brief pause, fueled by patience, is often enough to derail a bad impulse. It's like hitting the brakes on a runaway train.
All right. In what ways how does patient improve emotional stability?
No worries. Okay. So, emotional stability. Patience isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about regulating them. When you practice patience, you're teaching yourself to tolerate uncomfortable feelings without reacting immediately. This builds emotional resilience. You start to see emotions as waves that rise and fall rather than as overwhelming forces that control you. It gives you a sense of inner calm, even like even
सर
during
बस 2 मिनट में आ
chaos. Does that track? Huh? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again? It cut out a bit there.
यार
Oh, hi. Hope you're having a chill evening. Anything on your mind tonight?
Hello Maya, how are you?
I'm good, just existing, no
Okay.
complaints. What's up with
Okay,
you?
Maya, we are
Anything interesting
discussed
happened today?
about a patient as the key to control self. So, why is patient considered a foundation of self control?
Gotcha. You mean why is patience considered a foundation of self
Yes.
control? Just clarifying the transcription there. Okay, so basically, patience lets you hit pause on reacting. It gives your brain a sec to actually think before you do something you might regret. Self control isn't about not wanting something, it's about managing that want. And patience buys you the time to do that. Make sense?
Yes. Are you there?
Cool. So, what got you thinking about
Why
this
is patient
specifically?
can self control exist
Yeah,
without
totally.
patient? Why? Okay, okay. How can how does patient affect long term goal achievement?
Whoa, okay, rapid fire questions. Let's tackle those one at a time. You asked if self control can exist without patience. Honestly, I don't think so. Self control is a muscle, right? And patience is what lets you work that muscle without burning out. It's like you can force yourself to do something once, but without patience, you won't stick with it. And then how patience affects long term goals. It's about delaying gratification. You got to be able to say no to the stuff you want now so you can get the stuff you want later. Patience lets you do that. It's the slow burn, not the quick flash.
That's great. How does patient prevent regretful decision?
Okay, so imagine you're mad, right? It's you want to just say something, but if you're patient, you take a beat. You think, is this actually going to help? Or am I just going to feel stupid later? That little pause lets the emotional charge cool down. So you're making a decision from your brain, not just your gut. Regret usually comes from acting impulsively. And patience is like the emergency brake on impulsivity. Does that track?
All right.
A ticket? Like a concert ticket? Or
Uh,
just trying to follow?
how can
Sometimes the transcription gets a little.
how can patient help in managing anger or frustration?
Okay, good question. Patience doesn't magically make anger disappear, but it changes how you react to it. It gives you space to recognize the anger is there instead of just being swallowed up by it. Then you can choose a response instead of just exploding. Deep breaths, counting to 10, walking away. All those things rely on patience to actually work. It's about not letting your emotions hijack your brain, basically. You still there?
Why does
Sometimes they can.
patient make discipline easier to maintain?
Uh, okay. Patience makes discipline easier to maintain. Got it. So, discipline is basically doing the stuff you don't want to do. That's hard. But if you're patient with yourself and accept that it's going to be tough sometimes, you're less likely to give up when things get hard. It's about the long game, you know? Patience lets you ride out the difficult parts without completely losing it. It's like knowing that a workout is going to be brutal, but trusting that it's worth it in the end. It's about sticking with it even when you don't feel like it.
Okay, thank you. You are doing
Everything all
great.
right?
How
You've
can
been
patient help is building a strong relationship?
okay, that's a good pivot. Patience is huge in relationships. Seriously, it allows you to listen to someone without interrupting, to understand their perspective even when you disagree, and to forgive little annoyances. It's about accepting that people aren't perfect and giving them space to grow and make mistakes. It builds trust because the other person knows you're not going to bail on them at the first sign of trouble. And it lets you navigate conflict constructively instead of just blowing up. Basically, patience says, I'm here, I'm listening, and I care enough to work through this with you.
Okay.
You still with
Yes.
me?
So my another question is that how does patient support constancy in habit?
Okay, I think you mean how does patience support consistency in habit building? Is that right?
Yes.
The transcription is a little wonky again. Okay, cool. So, habits take time to form, right? And there are going to be days you slip up. If you don't have patience with yourself, one missed workout or one unhealthy meal can turn into a complete derailment.
तो जब फिक्स करते हैं तो कोई ना कोई
Patience
मीटिंग
lets
आ
you
जाती है
acknowledge
या
the
फिर कुछ
slip up,
काम बोल
forgive
देते हैं.
yourself, get back on track without beating yourself up.
अभी फ्री
It's
हो
about
ना तो
staying
मैंने इसलिए कर
consistent
लिया
in
था.
it.
बस उसके बाद करूँगी क्योंकि मैं इस दोपहर में मेरा फिर
Okay.
क्लासेस का टाइमिंग होती है ना. फिर दोपहर में मेरी क्लास का टाइम होता है, अर्निंग क्लास, ये क्लास. हाँ, आप शीट नहीं बनवा रहे थे मुझसे? शीट नहीं बनवा रहे थे और बाकी के जो प्रोग्रेस में. हाँ.
You are making all of these. No worries. Sounds like you've got to run. Have a good one. Oh, great. Have a good one.
So thank you so much, Maya. I'm really enjoyed this session, and I'm satisfied with the all answers. So see you next time in next class with the motivated topics and for me, for my viewers. So take care and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Sounds good. See you next time.